I'm Baby Reed, and I'm connected to the band because my mom is the lead singer.
I've known Kerry since we were 14, 15. Yeah.
Before I describe Kerry as a singer, I would just describe her as a person.
Kerry's the best.
She is totally herself.
If I had to think about one word to describe Kerry, it would just be complete badass.
A badass.
Firecracker.
First of all, it's impossible to describe Kerry in the amount of time allotted.
Some people just have glitter in their veins.
From the moment I saw her, she was quite the bombshell. She had this infamous green dress, very tightly fitted, with bright red lipstick, and you couldn't really miss her.
One of the things I love about Kerry is that you kind of know she's in the room even when you haven't seen her. You can just feel this like crazy magnetic energy.
And I think it was sort of love at first sight.
She's really nice, and like Josie said, she's really fun to be around. Like, she can get mad, but she usually stays nice, and she's always positive. She's really always positive and funny and just really fun to be around.
How about you? What do you think?
Same.
She leans into everything that she does. She is not just a friend, she's a fierce friend.
I think Kerry is this amazing balance of fierce and flexible.
She's a beautiful mom. She's a beautiful friend.
I had the misfortune of having to go to a Bikram yoga class for the first time ever. I had one of those moments where I didn't know if I was supposed to take my shirt off or not, and I did. And then I found out that Kerry was in that class, and I'd just been on one date with her good friend Sarah. So that was an awkward kind of thing for me. Kerry, of course, made me feel very comfortable with my body, and
she does it all. Not in the way that we kind of complain, like, I don't know how she does it, but really with grace, she does it all.
She doesn't second guess herself, and she just goes with her gut.
She's faced the things that she's facing with such a vulnerability, and she's made herself so open, which I think has meant something to all of us.
I think Kerry has clarity, and it translates into a strength in situations that feel really scary because she's fearless.
You know, she seeks to live life and get the most out of herself, the most for her friends, and I just think that's a great way to live.
And everything she does, she kind of crushes and just like owns it, and like somehow she's just a magnet for amazing people. Every one of her friends I've met is so incredible and like deep and authentic and fun and has an edge. And I mean, just Kerry is like, she's just amazing. Anyway.
She's a wonderful example of somebody who sucks the marrow out of life, as they say.
She is such a doer. She has started writing a book. She started a closet editing business. She's a rock star in a band. She's a great mom, a great wife, a great friend.
She's really gone through this metamorphosis of becoming her best self.
She was already a demigod, and now she's become a super demigod.
She just lights up the room.
People in your life are just meant to be really important people in your life.
Kerry inspires me every day.
Kerry, you've transformed my life. You've inspired me. I feel like I'm a pretty honest, direct person. You've shown me a whole new level of how to be real.
She's inspired me to look further into myself.
And in particular, she's inspired our children.
Kerry inspires me by living her life at full tilt.
When I'm around her, I am immediately inspired and uplifted, and whatever issues I may have, they go away.
You make me want to be the best person I could be.
I am usually inspired by her because she's brave and she's strong, and I want to be like that too.
I can think of no one who I would rather be. She inspires me every day, and I'm so grateful to call her a close friend.
I think of her as my best friend.
She's everything to me. I've always said in my life, your friends are your best accessories. And Kerry, you're one of my finest accessories. So I think that you are a very unique combination of somebody who completely captures that heart, mind, and soul. Somehow you do all three beautifully. Instantly, people want to run up to you and hug you and love you. That's one of your greatest attributes.
She gives of herself so freely.
She always understands when you have a bad day. And I think that's what makes her so great.
You're basically like Superwoman. You're the bionic woman.
I always tell her I think about this Alicia Keys song, I'm a Superwoman, because that's kind of who she is to me. She's the strength and the person who will take you through any situation and show you the rainbow on the other side.
It's a powerful feeling to be the recipient of that, and feel lucky for that.
She's, of course, the boss of the band, we all know, who wears the leather pants and birdseed.
It's beautiful to see her singing and to see the energy and the happiness, and she's amazing.
Everything that she ever sings just feels like a reflection of her, and that's why it's so awesome to be a fan of theirs, because you get to see a show put on by a person who's like just passionate and joyful and beautiful to watch.
It's a lot of pressure as the sort of the lead male spousal groupie.
I used to play the drums. I don't anymore. I like to casually sing along to songs sometimes on the radio, but I'm not in the music industry.
Of course, I'm the only male spousal groupie.
She just has such a presence, and I know people often use the word rock star, but Kerry literally is a rock star.
She was a rock star before she ever was a member of a band.
You know, stage fright was never an issue for Kerry at all. It was really something that just gave her more energy, and she really thrived off of it.
When she started to do the band, it was just great. The best part about that is that she gets to play here with her brother.
For us, this was just a place to collaborate in a totally different way, and to have fun together. We were always close, but I'd say we've gotten so much closer over the last 5 years.
When I think back on the beginning of the band, I was scared to death. I was scared because I wasn't good at this, and it was my dream, and I never did it before, and I was scared I would screw it up, and Kerry got me over that.
The big show at the Independent last year was really cool, because that really truly was kind of the the apex of like, this is what real stardom looks like. This is you get to be a rock star, and Kerry just really thrived in that moment.
It's definitely different to have a mom who's not on stage in the bleachers, just listening to music.
Which is better? Okay, mom in the bleachers or mom on stage?
On stage, probably.
Well, the performance I really enjoyed was when those two were there and we were there. And they had really good food.
We played this gig at Bimbo's, and Bimbo's is a very legitimate club for a very illegitimate band to be playing in, and we played a few songs and they tried to kick us off, and this guy comes on stage with this shaved head, this scary looking guy, and he's probably stared down people with baseball bats and chains and knives, and Kerry walks over to him in her leather pants and leather top and looks him in the eye and says, "No, we got 4 more songs." And I may be imagining this, but I think she kind of kicked him a little bit with her foot, and the sheer like ferocity of that moment, this guy just, his face dropped and walked off, and we played our 4 more songs and got off, and it was like such a crazy rock and roll thing to do. And
I ended up kind of in the front row, like kind of cheering like a high school girl. I pulled up my shirt and I got Mason to sign my belly, which he did with a marker, and I don't quite know why he had a marker on him.
And I think as the thing went on, she believed in me and I believed in her, and that was important and powerful, because that belief in each other kind of fueled it. I'll be forever grateful for that, because that made my dream come true.
It's made me realize that everyone needs a band.
She has given me so much. There's no way I could ever give back.
She's changed my life and made me, a better person.
I can't really sum up in words how much she's meant to me over the past few years.
I love you like mad.
I just love you so much.
We love you.
We love you so much, Kerry.
Love you, Kerry.
You're amazing.
I just think you're incredible.
I love you to death.
We love you, Kerry. I think that's it. Yeah.
Peace out.
Way to go.